We're talking transfers. We're talking, of course, the transfer window closing on the 31st of this month and clubs getting big deals done. No bigger than this, because Chelsea and not Arsenal got in at the very last moments and signed Mudryk, very good player, from Shakhtar Donetsk on Sunday there in a deal worth, we're told, up to £89 million. We're told it's €70 million plus €30 million in add-ons. It's a transfer record, you won't be surprised to hear, for Ukrainian football. But now the president of Shakhtar Donetsk has said that the money would help, some of the money would help a project named Heart of Azovstal, aimed at helping Mariupol defenders and the families of fallen soldiers. In other words, part of that money will go towards the Ukrainian War Fund. I'm delighted to say the chief executive of Shakhtar Donetsk, Sergei Palkin, joins us live on the show. So break it down for us. Is it €70 million plus €30 million? And the president of the club is saying some of that will go towards the Ukrainian war effort.
Yes, president of our club yesterday did declaration that he will donate €25 million for project. He will send this money to support defenders of Mariupol, and support family who lost their father, their brother, and etc. Therefore, yes, he will donate this money, and for us, it's very important. For Ukraine, it's very important, and to support our, families, it's important, and actually our defenders.
I think it's also on the cards that Shakhtar, your club, will play a friendly match against Chelsea at Donbass Arena in Ukraine. Do we know when that might be? Is it some time off yet?
It's our dream number one, to play this friendly match in Donbass Arena. But if we look, in the next half a year, we will play our friendly match in London, because Chelsea invited us to play there, and all money what we generate, Chelsea will send to support our refugees, to support our people in Ukraine.
Was that part of the deal that somewhere Shakhtar will play Chelsea in a friendly?
It's I don't want to tell that it's part of deal, because we had when Chelsea arrived here to Antalya, Turkey, we stayed with them almost the whole day, and we discussed a lot, and it was like our common idea. And the big dad, co-owner of Chelsea, he also supported this idea, and he likes very much, because in our deal, in our collaboration, it looks like we have some kind of triangle, because he is a guy from USA, and his owner English club, and we are from Ukraine, and we have this transferred Mudryk, it's like triangle. USA and England support us a lot, in our war, and thank you very much, openly for this support. And, this deal, it's like symbolic deal for us, also. And we arrived to idea to have this friendly match in London. Maybe it will be done on August. We will see, we will see this window where we can around this match.
I see. Simon, I get what Sergei is saying. In many ways, this is a symbolic deal between Ukraine and Chelsea.
Well, it's a remarkable deal. Obviously, your owner is an incredibly successful man in his own right. When Chelsea were negotiating with you, did they have an understanding that there was a potential that a significant part of the transfer fee was going to be donated to this cause? A very noble cause, by the way, and a very generous cause on behalf of your owner. But did Chelsea understand that was part and parcel of your thinking when you were negotiating the transfer fee with them?
I can tell you the following. Actually, when President announced that he will donate this money, he will, I would like to emphasize that he will donate his own money. It's this. Actually, there is no direct connection between this deal and donation of this money, because like this one, yeah.
Okay, I see. So it's his own money. It's not coming out of the Mudryk deal. It's his own money.
Yes. And I would like to emphasize on this one.
So why is he doing it at this particular time? At a time when his player is going to Chelsea in a huge financial deal?
The question is that the president, he has in his mind, that he want to create this kind of fund, It's like coincidentally, it's arrived to this date, and we decided to announce exactly after deal with Mudryk, and I think, it was a good idea to announce directly after, directly next day after deal,
Everybody here, Sergei, thought Mudryk was going to go to Arsenal. Mudryk thought he was going to go to Arsenal. He was pictured with an Arsenal shirt on, I believe. So what clinched it? How much more did Chelsea bid than Arsenal bid?
My question, it's a good question, actually. And from my point of view, why everybody started to talk about Arsenal? Because Arsenal contacted players almost, 1.5 months, 2 months ago, even before contacting us, And, from Arsenal, Arteta called him, Zinchenko called him, sport director called him, and it's like almost every day, And they agreed all conditions. They contacted with agent of player, and after they arrived to us, we started to negotiate this deal, And maybe because of this one, they spent with Mudryk almost 2 months, and there was information in the internet and media that they contacted. That Mudryk would like to go there, and etc., etc. But if we're talking about Chelsea, Chelsea. Called me, at the end of December and asked me, can we contact player, can we talk to him? I said, okay, I connected them. And actually they started to talk with each other at the beginning of January, But before, we had a lot of contacts with Chelsea about this deal, And finally, Arsenal and Chelsea, they proposed the same money, 70 fixed part and 30 it's bonuses,
And do the bonuses, Sergei, involve like Champions League victories, appearances by Mudryk, and that would take it up towards 100?
I cannot tell, everything at all, but definitely it's winning of Champions League, winning of Premier League, and we have this kind of issues there, yeah.
Okay.
So that puts them. So for Shakhtar Donetsk, given the fact that the owner isn't, your owner has done this before, hasn't he? He's given the money in the Donbass region in 2014. He gave 35 million to support victims of the war in 2014. So it's something he's done before. So for you as a football club, a significant transfer fee, losing a very good player, it puts you in a position where your football club has quite a bit of money to spend now, doesn't it?
Maybe you heard about our story about, FIFA, because we are trying to sue FIFA because they issued this Annex 7 allowing all our foreign players, to leave club. And for you to imagine, about 15 players left our club. But in the same time, before war, we bought these players and we need to repay these debts, And actually, this money will go there because
it goes into that hole, does it? Yeah.
Because we're in a losses like 40 million, and we need to repay, and we go to FIFA. FIFA rejected our, claim, and therefore this deal, Mudryk deal, will help us to pay these debts.
Very briefly, Sergei, is there an irony here? Do you understand me? In that Chelsea have gone from being Russian-owned to supporting Ukraine, really, in your efforts. In this illegal war.
Something symbolic behind of this, deal. And I can tell you more. If, for example, this club was run, I don't know, Roman Abramovich, I'm not sure that we could even negotiate and close this deal. This is the question.
Okay. Sergei Palkin, Shakhtar's chief executive, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your support. Bye.
Simon, you and I will take an interesting point you made there at the end. If Abramovich was still there, the deal pretty much wouldn't have happened.
So also an interesting point that this fellow is seemingly in the past no great admirer of Zelensky's.
Right.
I don't know whether there's political motivations behind these sort of transactions.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.